All right, breaking news this morning. Newsmax's chief Washington correspondent James Rosen confirming former CNN anchor Don Lemon is in police custody. This following the city's church protest in Minneapolis. Lemon is reportedly charged with conspiracy to deprive rights and with a violation of the FACE Act, interfering by force of someone's First Amendment rights. More in a moment. Good Friday morning to you. Thanks so much for tuning in to National Report. I'm Sean Kreisman. Don Lemon's attorney, Abby Lowell, releasing this statement and reading in part, the First Amendment exists to protect journalists whose role it is to shine light on the truth and hold those in power accountable. At that protest, Don Lemon filming and interviewing the pastor. You may remember that, the pastor asking him to leave, and he did so multiple times, saying that protest in the church is unacceptable.
What do you think of this?
I mean, this is unacceptable. It's shameful. It's shameful to interrupt a public gathering of Christians in worship.
But there were folks who will say,
I have to take care of my flock.
okay, but listen, we live there's a constitution in the First Amendment to freedom of speech and freedom to assemble and protest.
Yeah. We're here to worship. We're here to worship Jesus because that's the hope of these cities. That's the hope of the world is Jesus Christ.
Did you try to talk to them as a Christian?
No one is willing to talk.
Okay.
I have to take care of my church and my family, so I asked that you actually would also leave this building.
You don't want us to chronicle what happened?
Unless you're here to worship.
I'm always worship. I'm a Christian.
We're here to worship.
Chief Washington correspondent James Rosen live now with the details on this and what we know so far. James, good morning.
Sean, good morning to you. This has been breaking overnight. Federal law enforcement sources tell Newsmax that Don Lemon was arrested at a Los Angeles hotel around midnight local time, with the operation carried out by a joint team from the FBI and HSI. That's Homeland Security Investigations, a unit of the Department of Homeland Security. These sources tell us, moreover, that the former CNN anchor briefly resisted arrest. This was, we are told, after he had been handcuffed in the hotel lobby and was brought to an elevator, but that otherwise the event unfolded without incident. Lemon's arrest followed the return of a federal indictment in U.S. District Court in Minnesota last night of him and 5 others. All those have been arrested as well or are being sought by authorities, we are told. The charges that Don Lemon faces are violations of Title 18 U.S. Code Sections 241 and 248. The first charge is conspiracy to deprive of a constitutional or statutory right. The latter charge is covered by the FACE Act, which protects houses of worship and abortion clinics. Lemon's first court appearance, these sources say, is likely to be on the ground in Los Angeles before he is returned to Minnesota for prosecution. This case stems, of course, from that intrusive protest on January 18 at City's Church in St. Paul, as you're seeing now. There, the pastor holds a management position at a local ICE field office. Don Lemon was a reporter and anchor at CNN from 2006 to 2023. He received the Edward R. Murrow Award back in 2002 for his coverage of the D.C. sniper story. Sean.
All right. James Rosen joining us with the details there. James, thank you so much.